hidden homelessness is a real problem. Housing is so difficult for people to find.
A lot of people in COVID lost their jobs and weren't entitled to a lot of help from the government. People who are in desperate situations sometimes have to live in caravan parks.
And those caravans that they live in, can you imagine living in a metal box, the heat, enclosed, confined, not all of them have running water. People have to walk a distance at 2 o'clock in the morning just to go to the bathroom. They're not conditions for people to be living in.
Especially with children, not a good situation for children's upbringing.
The park has a myriad of problems, and we've been actually quite shocked about the tragedy of the place, the tragedy in people's lives, desperate situations which don't give them a lot of hope. We met a young lady today who was put in there because of domestic violence, scared, vulnerable. A guy was very distressed because his daughter was taken away by DHHS. Really hard stories. We had a situation in the park where a mother had her children taken away, and out of desperation, she unfortunately took her own life. That hit us very hard, very, very hard, because kids were involved, and it was hard. And you go into the park, you know, you find such desperation, and yeah, it hits us. Sorry. When we talk homelessness in Dandenong, the caravan park, that's just a small proportion of what we're talking about.
Homelessness isn't just people without homes, it's people who are couch surfing, living in tents, living in cars.
We also have boarding houses that are absolutely overwhelmed, and we have unaffordable rentals. It's created a situation where people are finding housing very, very difficult indeed. We really see the hardship that we're encountering, and it's not going away, it's only growing. And there needs to be a focus and a real effort put towards alleviating vulnerability, alleviating the poor cries of distress that we hear every day. So often we read in the newspapers about all the negativities in the world, and you've got to just give a little glimmer of hope, a little light that shines.
Vinnies provide shampoo and conditioner and coffee and things like that. I mean, those sort of things you just appreciate. It brings a bit of normalcy back to day-to-day life. It really makes a big difference.
Even housing here at the caravan park is not affordable, and people have come to us this afternoon saying, can you help me? So what we've been able to do, thank goodness, is support them in their rental payment.
I wait to hear James. I can hear him coming a mile away. It makes my day that someone's come to see me, even if it's only for 5 minutes.
I got a good friend called Davey, and he and I have a chat every week. Davey's got some health issues. A bit of cancer's been diagnosed, hasn't it, buddy?
Yeah.
A bit of emphysema, and the heart's not the best.
No,
but
low blood pressure.
And he often says to me, I'm still here, James, I'm not in the morgue. So that's his approach to life. We often think that, you know, we teach others things, but Davey, you've taught me a lot, mate, in the time we've been together.
Yeah, we live and learn.
We do indeed. Davey teaches me, in the face of adversity, don't expect too much and take the small wins, the little things of life that bring joy. When someone can be in such a difficult situation and have such an optimistic perspective on life, boy, what have I got to complain about? You've got to help humanity. Humanity's crying out for people to give a hand up to get you from that despair that you're in. How can we support you? Not just once off, but how can I support you on a regular basis to ensure that you're okay? It's not here's something, see you later, I'll check in with you next year. No, here's something, I'll come and see you next week, see how you're going. Let's talk through how you're progressing. It's got to be more than just, here's a hamper, here's a voucher. We're more about, how are you?
That helps heaps. I love Vinnies.